Good morning. My name is Paul Smith, and I'll be giving a persuasive speech on why you should vote. When I turned 18, I decided that I wanted to make a difference, and I did that by voting for the very first time in 2020. I have a couple main points for you. One is to let you know that voting is an opportunity for change, and I'll explain why. And two, voting it can be kind of difficult depending on where you live, where you're from, and I'm gonna explain how to like make it a little bit easier for you and I'm gonna explain why it is kind of difficult for you. Point number one, voting is an opportunity for change. Your vote makes a difference. Like I know a lot of people say that, they say that all the time. It might not seem like it may make a difference to so many other people voting, but your vote makes a difference because one vote could be the dictator, like dictate the winning of a state or it will never be for the whole national election by itself, but like your vote can be a huge vote for like your state as far as going into the ballot elections like this year. For example, I think Georgia was really close. Pennsylvania was really close. Like those states turned really quickly because the rest of the voting ballots came in for their state. The winner of the election represents you. I know that might not represent you like completely, but like who you voted for is like the representative of this country. For example, like whoever you want to represent this country is going to represent you at the end of the day when he goes out to the rest of the world for meetings or like other national like global things. So like keep in mind, like I will never tell you who to vote for, but always keep in mind on like the person you do vote for is a representative of you, representation of you. Elections they have consequences. That is true. They do have consequences. They might be like the person who you didn't want to expect, you didn't want in office could not be the right representative, right representative, right person to represent you and our nation as a whole. The point two, I think this is the main important point and really the one I need to go into detail about. U.S. Vote turnout lags behind population in other countries. Is the busy election calendar in many states. So main what that means is like some places where I'm from Maryland. So like how we have many days throughout the month when the voting time comes that we can go to. They'll shut down schools to go vote. They'll like make sure we all get our make sure we all go and get our ballots to go mail them out. And mainly, a lot of states aren't as organized as where I'm from. So like mainly is the southern states like that are like kind of not behind. That's lag. Like for example, Nevada's in the west. Nevada came in close. They came in late this year. Georgia turned out late this year, so it's mainly like the southern western, like the south states and the west states. Um, vote counts do take place in the hands of the voter. Like I said previously, like every vote that adds up to each state can change. That it can dictate a lot in the upcoming election. Like I said, spacing out dates is a good way. I think spacing out dates is a good way to improve the vote turnout, because the more time people have to go vote, the more they don't have to feel pressure and they can just go out and go do it. Also, having more locations to vote. Where I'm from in Maryland, we have like a lot of places to go. So mainly we have a lot of public schools, and they'll have dates where they shut down schools to go have people go out and vote. Today I proved to you why you should vote in your local, state, and national elections. Remember, we all have the opportunity to change the outcome, to change like our nation, and all you got to do is vote. Um, Previously, like I just stated, how vote turnouts are behind. Like, I suggested my reasons on why they are behind and what we can do to fix it. And I think if they do happen, then like our country will be in pretty good shape. My visualization. Imagine a world where the majority of American citizens voted. Our population, our representative, will finally represent the true American population. So a lot of people don't vote, which I don't blame them, because I mean I do what I don't. I don't really like. That's up to you. Is what you do in this country to make a difference. But like, I think people should vote. I think it's important to vote, and I feel like the more educated you are, the more you will understand why you should vote. So that's why I wanted to do the speech because it's my first time doing it, and it won't be my last time doing it. Listen, we're excited, and thank you for listening to my speech.